I even know it's gonna make that noise at the start. But anyway, what up, chat? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Sway in the morning. No, I'm joking. Uh, yeah, man. How do I even start this off again? Look, hey guys. Nice to meet you all. As you can tell, Franklin had a bit of a cold today, so yeah, man. He asked me to take over. Let's pray for Franklin. No, I'm joking. Basically, Franklin asked me to come on. I'm very privileged to use his platform and to, be able to speak to everybody here. So I can stop talking formally. So I can be myself. That's that done. But anyway, special shout out to Franklin. He asked me to come over here and like share my story, so I can connect with all of you. And yeah, man, I feel like we need to give Franklin credit. We need to give him praise. We need to give him some support. So if you're watching this video, you already know what to do. You go like it. You go watch it, the full video and the rest of them videos that he shot before. And you go comment and you go follow up on the bench on the Instagram. Ain't that right, bro? Is that right? That's correct. Yes, yes, yes. So allow me to introduce myself, which I should have done at the start. Anyway, my name is Godfield, so that's Godfield. The reason why I have to spell out my name every single time I say it is because a lot of people have problems pronouncing my name. Yes, I've been called Garfield. I've been called God's Plan. I've been called, yeah, man. Secondary school, they used to, when God's Plan by Dre came out, they used to play it when I came into class. So yeah, Garfield, God's Plan, Godfridge, everything basically but my name. So that's why I spell it out. I'm 21. I study international business at MTU. I guess I'm in my third year. Thank God. um, I come from a family of 4 children, so I'm the baby. I don't like calling myself the baby of the family, but that's what people call me. So I guess I'm gonna have to call myself that today. I enjoy making music, I guess. Yeah, rap music, Afro beats, house music, rarely. But anyway, so now I feel like I got a bit of my information out there. Let's get to know each other. So, um, you know, I've been watching a few of Franklin's videos at the start because he's my friend, he's my bro, and he at the start he had like these, I think it was 3 or 4 questions. But to be honest, I ain't gonna lie, I was supposed to memorize those questions, but I didn't. So I'm gonna go like this, right? What I want you to feel is free. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I want you to feel freedom. Uh, and I know, especially being a young adult, people want to talk about being a teenager is hard. Being a young adult is hard. Probably it's that on steroids, I won't lie. So I want everybody to feel free. And I'm just gonna express how I found my freedom. And maybe if you listen in, I might be able to help you. And that's 100. So let me kick off. Let me start off where I'm gonna start off with college, because college is a blessing, but it's a curse at the same time. You know. So as I was saying, I study international business or French in MTU. I'm in my third year, so we gonna start off at year one. Year one was blessed. Thank you, God. Year one was blessed because it was at home. Shout out to the quarantine squad. You feel me? Yes, sir. If you think that college online was dead, then I'm sorry. That ain't it, bro. For me, my best year of college so far was being at home because, I could just be by myself sometimes. But like, anyway, so it was all good until year two. Year two, there came a certain module called economics. Now, economics, to be honest with you, I'm rubbish at economics. I won't even lie. I'm rubbish at it. I barely passed it in the LC, even though it was predicted grades, bro. I won't even lie. I am lucky enough to get that. What is that? A H, whatever, a pass anyway. But I was rubbish at it, and to make it even worse, the lecturer that was actually teaching the module in college was so boring. And like, bear in mind, I'm at home. I'm watching him through my screen. My chair is here, but my bed is right there. And I'm like, this guy can talk a bro to sleep, so I'm I'm gonna go to bed. So yeah, that's what happened most of the times. But we sat down the exams at home, and even though we sat down the exams at home, they were still hard because you be sending in emails saying that you don't get this and you don't get that. Can we look back at this? But they don't reply. I'm not trying to blame anybody here, to be honest, but it's just, it is what it is. But anyways, long story short, we failed the exam in Christmas. Yeah. My mom was not happy. My dad was definitely not happy. I wasn't happy. But I was like, you know what? Take a L and turn it into the W. So that was my mindset going into semester 2. Until the partying got involved. Now, I never used to party before college. I won't even lie. I never used to party. I probably had alcohol about twice before. I won't even lie. But when college came in, the night out scene, the partying scene, I'm just being 100 with you guys. I'm being so real, because I don't want to come over here and say something that's not me. I wanted to come over and be myself. So love me if you want to, hate me if you want to, cast me out if you need to. I'm just being honest. But so we're partying every single week. The Henny is on the table, the Ciroc is on the table. I know y'all don't know those drinks, but I do. But anyway, yeah, man, it got to a stage where the partying got to a bit much. I want to say that I partied because I felt like I belonged in the club. And I know people are going to be like, why do you feel like you belong in the club? Because I just felt the happiness and joy. But what I didn't know is that happiness was only for a certain amount of time. Like, you go out drinking, you step out, you drink whatever, and then you come back home. You still gotta face what you gotta face. You still gotta battle your demons, man. You still gotta slay them. I just didn't know that, man. So let me move on to semester 2. We're in semester 2 now, partying and a whole lot. And then we got another module. I call it Economics Part 2, but it's actually called Economics Data Analysis. How do I know that? Because I failed that module as well, bro. Yeah, man. So just to make it worse, I wasn't happy. My mom wasn't happy. My dad probably wanted to slap me against the wall, throw me on the ground, beat a refrigerator on top of my head, but that didn't happen. That didn't happen, yo. It's all okay. But yeah, man. And just to make things worse, as I said, I study international business. English. I study international business with French in MTU in my second year at the time. In order, right? So what we got to do next, right? The next step is to actually go over to France for Erasmus. So if you fail those autumn, they call them autumn repeats, but I'm gonna call them August repeats. So if you fail those repeats, bro, good luck when going to Erasmus, for real. So yeah, man, I failed. I ain't gonna lie. But I was working full time at that time. I had a summer job. Shout out to my dad, bro. You the GOAT for hooking me up. Yeah, man. So I ended up failing those exams. And everybody is like, I felt like this was the start of my world falling apart. I always say that my life had a problem after a problem. And this is where it began. So, but in the midst of that whole summer period, I was in a relationship, you know, and it all started out good. It was all blessed, everything was so good, so sweet at the start, until I realized that I was doing all the work. Now, there's nothing wrong with being passionate about a relationship. There's nothing wrong with it. But it's like, I believe that a relationship should be 50-50. Personally speaking, that's what I believe. But I was doing everything. I was buying food. I was buying hotels. I was buying taxis. I was buying drink. I was buying everything: clothes, wristwatches, bracelets, necklaces, you name it. Everything I done in my power just to see the relationship succeed. And my bank account was telling me yes in July, at that time, July last year. But September, late September, when it's time to go back to college, my bank account was telling me no, because I only had a summer job and I stopped at like the end of August. And let me just have a bit of this disclaimer here. I don't want to, if that person sees this video, I'm not doing this to make you look bad. I swear, I'm just doing this because this is my story, bro. This is my story. I gotta share it, man. Sorry. But anyway, yeah, man. So, when you go broke in college and you have a relationship, it is not it, bro. I had no job. I suffered. I struggled to get the bus to college. I missed out on a lot of classes just to get to college, because I couldn't get the bus. I mean, that's embarrassing, I know. But yeah, man. And me, I've got so much pride that I won't ask for any help until I really, really need the help. Like, another reason why I was broke as well is because the revenue office, bro. Revenue run back people their money on the real. I ain't gonna lie. Because I tried getting my money back for them for months, but they were telling me, no, you gotta wait until the new year. So I waited until the new year, but I'm jumping to conclusions. Let me just take you down. Let me just walk you down this way, right? So yeah, man, I'm repeating, I'm broke. Now when I lose all my money, the relationship starts going on a decline. And she started looking at me a bit differently. Let me just say that. So, I'm going to class on the odd occasion. I'm trying my best. I remember I had a meeting with my year coordinator. Is that what they call him? And she was like, oh, how are you feeling? I was like, to be honest, I feel like I don't want to be in this college at all. But I feel like if I drop out, I won't be happy. First off, let me just say this. If you are in college and you're suffering, keep going. Talk to someone. There's always somebody to help you. But even if you're not in college, you can shine somewhere else. You don't need a degree. You don't need a whole lot of good grades to be a good person, to be good at what you do, man. You just got to be yourself. Yeah, man. So she's talking to me. How do you feel about repeating all of that? And I was like, I don't even know if I want to do this course anymore, because this is just not for me. And then she's like, no, but you're actually a bright student. Just give it a go. I was like, I bet, whatever. So I'm studying. I'm not working at the time. Sometimes I get in my notes through email because I couldn't make it to class because I was so broke. Yeah, man. And so I'm on my phone. I rarely go on on Snapchat, I won't lie. But anyway, I'm on my phone and I look at my Snapchat story and I see that my girl is doing stuff that she shouldn't be doing. All right. Personally, I believe if there's boundaries to a relationship, obviously, and I feel like she just broke all them boundaries, bro. I don't even know what most of these boundaries even were, but she just broke them all. And I was like, But anyway, right. So she'd be in the club. I'd be at home. My brother's at home studying. Or like there was one time I really feel so bad for saying this right now, but there's one time, right? She was at the club. Somebody seen her dancing with somebody. I didn't find this. I tell you when I found this out. Right, I only found this out half. I found this out in January. I found everything out in January. So, she's dancing around a whole lot of guys. I only found that out, afterwards. But anyway, um, and then whenever I see her, she's got a different energy. Oh, you broke. Oh, you can't pay for this. You can't pay for that. Why am I even with you? All of that stuff. Words turned into fist. Not for me. I don't like beating people up. Words turned into fist. Fist turned into a whole lot of stuff like cheating. I got cheated on twice. Yeah, it's not a flex, but we keep moving. But in the midst of this whole relationship, I lost contact at the time with two of my best friends at the time, my cousins. Yeah, because allegedly somebody was chatting bad stuff about someone, but apparently it wasn't true. Basically, I was standing by my cousin's side. I took their side because they're my flesh and blood. I got them 120%. I doubted them one time, and that one time changed everything. That one time changed our relationship, man. For a whole 6 months. And I don't want to go over to my family with my issues. Now, do not get me wrong. I love my family. My family are good people. I love them to bits. It's just some stuff I just do not want to bring back home, because if I say something, they're going to start worrying, and I don't want anybody to worry about me. So I just buried this all inside me, receiving everything. I just ate it, really, but I didn't know that it was going to affect me in the long run. I want to say November. We got a job in November. Yeah, man. Sales assistant, JD Sports. You feel me? Ooh. But anyway, that is not a flex either. I'll tell you why. Because I thought that I was gonna be loaded. I was like, as soon as I got the job, I was like, I'm never gonna be broke again. What? And the revenue did the same thing, bro. They were eating my money. But anyway, right? Me being me, that was the only person. My ex was the only person that I had in my life at that time that I could talk to. So what do I do on my first paycheck? I buy her a Christmas gift and all of that. And then she's like, oh, it's nice, but it's still not good. Basically that type of energy. Yeah, man. It was a bit mad. Moving onwards, I'm gonna head into the new year. I entered into the new year quite lonely, I won't lie. I was by myself. Now I had lost money. I had no friends. I had to repeat the year. Bear in mind, if you don't know this, thank God my skin is clear right now. Well, let's hope it stays clear. But I got eczema as well. So you can even see on my arm. Well, you can't see, obviously, but like a small bit of it is there. But what was I gonna say? Damn. Anyway, yeah. Yes. So, but at the time as well, while I was in college, if you know retail gets very busy. So they start looking for people to come in and do more hours, right? I made sure that I was only doing part-time. But all of a sudden, they started putting me on full-time. And I had no life because I had to sit down my exams. I had no room to I had no time to study, no time to sit my exams, no time to even take a breather from life, All I just know is work, get up at 9, work, get up at 6, work, get up at whatever. That was my life on the daily. Sometimes you even be working 6 days a week. So I just found it very hard and very stressful, and then my skin started breaking out. So all of those small little details right there just caused me to fall into some deep depression for a while. Yeah, man, deep depression. So I'm gonna be honest. I started vaping a lot more. I started drinking a lot more. I started doing stuff that I wouldn't really do. I'm not the type to smoke weed, but I started smoking a lot more weed. You know, I was walking into work high off my head. So what did that matter at the time? You know, I was just a robot with no feelings. At least I thought. Um, yeah, man. And it got to the point where life was getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And I was like, you know what? If life gets any more worse than what it is right now, then I do not want to be here. I don't want to be in this life anymore. Why should I be here when this person is living like this and that person is living like that, and I'm over here down at the end, you know? And I didn't feel like I was a part of my class at the time, to be honest. Now I know that, like, I can gladly say that it's just we didn't know each other. That's what it was. We didn't know each other at all. I wish that we got to know each other, but hey. Anyways, yeah, man. And then I found out that my girl cheated on me twice. You know, and do you know, if it was me because I was being a rude person, excuse me, I'm gonna check the time a small bit. Yeah, we good. If I was being rude or if I was being disrespectful or anything, I totally understand it, 100%. But it's the fact that I knew I gave everything, I gave my all, and I still got cheated on twice. Damn. Yeah, man, twice. Yeah, I lost money, I lost friends, I lost confidence, I lost peace, just for all of that. Hmm. So that was. There's a whole lot of other events that happened, but like I just wanted to highlight the main ones, and I was like, you know what? That's it. That's the last. That's the last straw because don't nobody care about me. Life ain't going my way, so why should I be here for it? So I was like, you know what? I came to peace with myself, and I was like, you know what? Cause we got this river, sea kind of where we live. All the kids be jumping inside it in the summertime. It's actually quite cool, you know. And I can't swim. And bear in mind, this is like, I want to say December, early into the new year. I'm not too sure. Um, but I was like, you know what? That's where my peace is. You know, that's where my peace is inside that river right there. So if I jump, everything's all gonna be okay. Yeah. I was like, one day all of this pain is gonna go away. Cause so if you know me, I'm not the type of person to speak like that about myself, but it got to the point where life just pushed me to the edge, and I was like, cool, that's what we're gonna do. Settled, deal is sealed. And I was angry at God. I was angry. English, bro. I was angry at God. I was angry at myself, and I was angry at everybody, really. You know, for no reason. People that didn't even have anything to do with my situation. I was just angry. So I was like, that's where the peace is. You gonna make peace inside that river right there. And you know, so I go to church. Bear in mind, I'm always going to church with my brother. You know, so we always walking at the same time, and we sit at the same place, right? Now, at the time we walk in, when it's pitch black as well, cause they turn off the lights, you know. But anyway, so we walk in, and they go like, "Oh yeah, it's actually kind of packed, so you can't sit with each other." I'm like, "All right, cool, whatever." My brother goes that way, I go this way, and they put me sitting next to this black guy, right? And I'm like, "Hey, who is this guy?" I was like, "What is he doing here?" But anyway, right? And I was like, "Oh, I thought they do this thing called a 60-second greeting." Now, bear in mind, right? I went to go to church that day to pray that everybody else will have their peace when I'm gone, and I will have mine. inside the river. I prayed for everybody. I went to go to pray for everybody. But pastor goes like, I want you to look at the person to your left and your right and say, welcome to grace, yada, 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 yada. I was like, cool. I turned around and see this white dude. I was like, whatever, welcome. And he was like, oh, what's your name? I was like, Godfield. He was like, oh, Godfridge. I was like, no, Godfield. Oh, Garfield. I was like, no, Godfield. He was like, oh, lovely name. I was like, yeah, cool. So I'm not planning on I just know that this guy is just black. That's all I know. I don't know his face. I don't know if he's an uncle or whatever. I just know that this guy is black. So I'm like, all right, cool. Just turn. And I turn. I'm like, oh, this guy seems young enough. He's like, yeah. What's your name? I was like, Godfield. He was like, oh, Godfield. I was like, oh, you got it right first go. I was like, okay, cool. All right. Nothing special. But anyway, I was like, oh, what's your name? He's like, oh, my name's Franklin. I was like, wait, say a word? I was like, all right, cool. So we started talking a small bit, and then we agreed that we were going to have a coffee later on that day. So we had coffee upstairs, and then we agreed that we were going to get food. And I'm like, okay, word, cool. So now I'm busy. I'm enjoying the conversation. We like the same artists. We like the same music, TV shows, fashion, the whole lot. The conversation was fun. And then obviously we go our separate ways at the end of the day. So I'm walking back into getting my bus, hop on the bus. I walk up the hill and I'm like, am I forgetting to do something today? And I'm like, nah, I'm not forgetting anything. And I walk back home. I know that just flew over your heads right there. I know. So basically, the day that I planned to kill myself, I made a friend, I made a brother, because I always, at that period, that whole, I don't know how many months of suffering it was. It must have been about, 5 months. But I always asked God if he could provide me with somebody that I could talk to. And out of nowhere, the day I wasn't supposed to be alive was the day I had someone to talk to. So I guess for the first time in a long time, I felt happy and I felt free. Now I know people are going to be like, oh, how can I feel free? How can I feel free? But I got this going on. I got that going on. Bro, I've been there, man. You've been depressed. I've been there. You've been broke. I've been there. Sad, angry, or mad at the past with a relationship. I've been there too, man. I've been there. But I want to say, one of the ways to be free is to not let your past affect your future. And I say that from the bottom of my heart because, for example, right, me, a whole me, right, I get cheated on twice, right? If I allow that experience to stop every single thing, I could have met my wife the next week and then I'm like, oh, no, I can't do that, whatever, I don't like females, I just blocked a blessing because of what I've been through in the past. I don't want that to happen to anybody that's listening right here, right now, so I'm saying that whatever it is that affected you in the past, it does not have to affect you in the future. Second is leave everything in God's hands, man. When you find God, you find love. When you find God, you find peace. When you find God, you find joy. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm probably not the best Christian. I know I'm not the best Christian there. But bro, I'm telling you, the joy of the Lord is better than any vape flavor that you got, any drink that you got at home, any substances that you're taking, man. Trust me, I've been there, man. It's way better than that, man. And I know that there are some people that be watching this and be like, okay, that was cool. But I know that there is someone. If I can just touch one person's head today, then I've done my job. To that one person, or if it's a multiple of you that have been going through depression or have been suffering with breakups or just being broke, I'm gonna tell you this straight up. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that light is Jesus, bro. I'm not gonna cap. I'm sorry if I sound so corny. That light is Jesus. I spent my whole life figuring out what is the light. Do you know? The light is Jesus. For real. There's no other way of saying it, man. And I am so happy to share my story and so happy to be alive to speak to all of you today, because I'm living proof of you do not have to become a statistic. You can be alive and you can still have some good going for you, man. And look at me now, man. I'm in my 3rd year. We're about to head off. We go head off in January over to France. I'm sitting on a podcast. I'm doing this and speaking to y'all. I know I'm not a millionaire, but it's something, bro. It's something, man. It's something. I'm so happy to be here to share my story, to meet up with people like Franklin, because Franklin is actually an honest dude, 100%. Y'all need to start paying attention to that guy. He's honest. I won't even lie. Yeah, man. And then I just want to, hopefully I touch somebody's heart today. Hopefully somebody else can come anywhere. It might not be on the bench. Like we always say, the bench is out there, right, physically. But as you can see, we're inside because the rain it closed us today nicely, bro. You can see the bin bag is just doing Franklin is laughing. No, bro. The rain closed us badly today, man. Do you know how I want to say this, right? It took us so many times to get to this stage because I knew, me and Franklin were talking earlier on, there was somebody out there that didn't want this episode to be filmed. There was somebody out there that didn't want me and Franklin to meet up in the first place. The same person that didn't want us to meet up in the first place was the same person that tried to stop us filming this episode. How many times? 3 times? 3 times, bro. 3 times, man. But you know what they say? 3 times is the calling, isn't it, bro? Come on, man. And we made it. And yeah, man, if this can happen to me, for all people, out of all people, if this can happen to me, then why wouldn't God do even more for you? So that's all I've got to say, man. I know I wish I could close off with a Bible verse, but bro, look, I don't want to be the type of person that opens up verse of the day and then everybody's like, oh my God. Nah. Other than that, I just got to say that if you feel like nobody loves you, God loves you. Your job is to love God, serve God, and love other people, man. And just be the best version of you that you can, man. At the end of the day, that's all that it is, bro. As long as you live one with God and you do your best, stuff will go wrong. I'm telling you right now, as a Christian, being a Christian in life is no easy. It's no good for your skin. But anyway, but yeah, man, God loves you, bro, for real. And to anybody that feels depressed, there is a light out there. So we about to wrap up. It's your boy. It's your boy. It's your boy. Yes, sir. That's him. Y'all better like and subscribe and follow up. Yo, listen, bro. It has been so much fun. I won't lie, at the start I was a bit nervous, innit? But now I feel like myself, bro. Yo, let me know if I should do some live streaming myself. What y'all? Nah, but for real, last message. I'm going to say it again. There is somebody out there that loves you. There is somebody out there that wants you. And once you find that person is God. And God is the key to success in life. In life, bro. Because you find love in God, God's going to bring somebody else. And he's going to bring somebody else. And he's going to bring somebody else. Like, look at me, bro. I was alone. I had nobody to talk to. I asked God for a friend. And that friend, it didn't come the first time I asked. It didn't come the second time I asked. I just said, you know what, man, forget about that friend. That friend saved my life, bro. And I'm here sitting in his living room, and we on a podcast. His location, no, I'm joking. His location is in heaven. Hallelujah, bro. Amen. No, nah, bro. But ain't no more to say, bro, other than God did. God did, bro. You see this necklace on me, bro? I don't spend 50 euro out of my last paycheck. That's how broke I am. I can't even afford wheelchair. No, bro. But anyway, bro. Nah. But for real, God did, man. God did. God did. All of this breath that you see me having, this talent, every time I wake up, the first thing I always say is God did. Because God kept me alive. God gave me a friend. God gave me peace. And it's much more better than any taste of alcohol, any substance that I've had in my life. So follow God. Love God. Love yourself. And love other people and be nice to people, because you never know what somebody's going through. And yeah, man, this is your boy Godfield, Godfield. Until we see each other next. Peace out, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't be using the chat, baby. Let's go. Yeah, man.